It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott up here in the booth, and the talk about this game, Brock, is centered, not surprisingly, on a couple of quarterbacks who came through the draft the same year and now in their second seasons here in the NFL.
You know, it doesn't matter if it's year 2, year 5, year 10, or Tom Brady, like 30 years later. They still remember every guy in their class. Yep. And when you look across and you see your peer, you are linked together in that draft. You're also linked together in this league that knows how hard getting any win on any day is. And you want this one against your classmate as much as any.
The punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, has it teed up and ready to go. And we're off and running from Houston. Damian Pierce now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
CJ may not have been the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, but he was clearly the #1 rookie in all of the NFL last year. Near unanimous Rookie of the Year. In fact, even earning MVP votes, Kate. It wasn't just a little bit of a rebound and a rebuild for Houston. It was a remake in a hurry. And what can he do in his sophomore season? It will be must-see TV.
Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Reward that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the gun, Stroud. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it 3rd down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds Stover. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Play made by E.J. Speed. The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun now for Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick, who unfortunately had that rookie season cut short at just 4 games. Good to have him back from Florida, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Second and 6 coming up here. Short side option here. He's running left. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Trying an option play, headed left. And he gets him around 6 there. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Taylor now up the middle. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
3rd down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the quarterback.
And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10 now. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Richardson now. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He finds Woods. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. Trying to get it with the option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Fourth down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 37. Gets this to Woods. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Stroud digs there to bring it in. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play made by E.J. Speed. And the Colts into the dime set for 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. Josh Downs deep for the Colts. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. Pushing it up past the 30. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts go up 10-zip here in the 1st. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Sims now on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. Second down. Here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And on third down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Now it's Stroud. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Colts will take over. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
2nd down carry for Taylor. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Third and a lone yard coming up. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Hey, forget about it. Forget 1st down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Gets this one to Pierce. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action with Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now, Richardson. He's got Pierce. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. On that last call, not sitting well with D'Amico Ryans. He's going to make them review it. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts hold a 16-point lead in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
He's got to gain a 6 there. Play made by E.J. Speed. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it, 2nd and 4. Mixon on the counter. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
He's on the move. He's running with it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
2nd and 3 now. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Stroud. Finds Woods. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has it at the 7. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, Richardson. Taken in by Pierce. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Second and 3 now. Now Richardson to throw. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Richardson back to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And he can't hurt you with a return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kwity Paye there to take him down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner, too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Cut by Diggs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Kwity Paye there to take him down.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner, too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Stroud. Short pass brought in. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Going right side, mixing with it. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
It's mixed in on 2nd down. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Stroud. And he's got a touchdown, but there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Josh Downs to return it. Good-looking return here, and he's got room. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. Ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Schultz with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the...
Touchdown, Houston! That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Downs on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Richardson on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. The Texans and Stephon Diggs getting set for this next offensive possession. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. He finds Woods. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Diggs there to bring it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second and 6 coming up here. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They've got a man in motion. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans now lead by 10. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a 2nd half to match this one. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts ready to take the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Richardson. This one finds Taylor. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Option give to Taylor. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing now, Richardson. That one's complete, right side. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Richardson now. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
The Colts ready for the punt. On the return for the Texans, Steven Sims. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Texans headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A give to Mixon up the middle. He'll cobble together a yard there. Play made by E.J. Speed. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans with a 1st and 10. Now a give to Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud gets this to Woods. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
1st down, Stroud. Complete to Dell. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd and 1. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So now they have 3rd and short.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
He's got him. That's Mixon. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So that one on the defense and declined, and that brings us to halftime. Let's head to Orlando for our halftime reports and Jonathan Coachman. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying a lead at the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. First and 10 now from the 30. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and now it's second down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
From the gun, Taylor. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Buys time. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That's sack number 2 for this guy, and we've got plenty of game left for him to keep wrecking it. And this is where offensively now you've got to do something. You've got to make an adjustment. You've got to slide to him. You've got to chip to him because this defensive end has been a nightmare.
They're out now, ready to punt it. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch calling for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
On the ground again with Mixon. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30, and it sets up a Houston first.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, a run to Mixon. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Keeping it with Mixon. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Downs on the return. Return's looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Colts offense set to head out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. The ball's out, he lost it. And this is gonna stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Second and 6 coming up here. Taylor again. And that's good for a gain of 5. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. They go again with Taylor. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. 1st down, and they go right back to him. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Gonna run in the option, short side. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're gonna have 1st and goal.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
3rd and goal for Richardson. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Out now come the Texans on offense. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Pass caught by Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 27.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. He breaks a tackle, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And the Colts sending 6 DBs out there. Dime package, 3rd down coming. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. He finds Stover. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
It's Mixon on second down. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
On play action, here's Stroud. Finds Stover. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to throw, Stroud. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 24-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Downs on the return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. A give left side to Taylor. He's contained at the line for no gain. That stop coming from Henry To'o. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Third down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. This set it down starts with an option right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw here from Richardson. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. He's got a man left. And he gets this forward to the 19. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. The throw is caught. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Now the Colts leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for 2. He's throwing for it. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Into the hands of Schultz. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Colts ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
First down, ball at the 36. They give to Taylor, right side. And they bring him down around the 34. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Trying an option here, play to the left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Henry To'o comes up with it. And the Texans bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Going right side, Mixon with it. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now, 1st round. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. They bring a tight end in motion right. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. Strong running inside the 30. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Gets this to Stover. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans put up even more points in a win. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Downs on the return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Back out runs their offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. And they make the tackle at the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. On target to Downs. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They'll throw again. Richardson finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's good for 7 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure, but you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Into traffic, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Option give to Taylor. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Now Richardson to throw. That's the first down, and he's still going. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts make it an 18-point game. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if this defense is going to give the offense room on this counter, they're going to take it to the sideline every single time for positive yards. Someone needs to stay and lock down the backside to deny this running lane we're seeing towards the sideline.
Mixon on the counter. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. On the ground again with Mixon. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. On the option, here's Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. To the air, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Broke through the tackle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes for 36 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only 1 off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Downs on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now this offense getting set to work here. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Richardson now. Dump off caught by his back. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space, and it was all about his athleticism after that.
1st and 10 from the 41. To throw, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Richardson back to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Texans can't add much to that interception as the return stopped at the 5.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The home teams and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's pretty obvious this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Second down now, 7 to go. Running it with Mixon. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock and everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.